Welcome to day 47 of the Volunteer Recruiting Challenge, where I am attempting to recruit 50 new volunteers over the course of 90 days. And we just surpassed our halfway point, and very excited about that. But we're continuing the conversation of volunteer training, and specifically in the process of how do I get all of my volunteers on the same page so that way we can begin a process of training all of our volunteers. The last couple of days we talked about the process of me getting all of my existing volunteers trained, but here's where we're at right now. I still have a segment of volunteers that weren't able to make it to my previous 3 trainings. And we do have the issue that I've got new volunteers that are coming on who were not able to attend one of my 3 trainings. And so how do we effectively get them trained? So here's 2 things that I want to talk about. One of them I'm talking about today. The other one I'm talking about tomorrow. Today, I want to talk about digital training. Listen, it is 2024. It is the future. And if digital training, video training is not a part of your volunteer training experience, then what are we even doing? And there's lots of different ways that we can tackle this. I know this last summer, when we did the summer vacation Bible school camp, we were a little behind the 8 ball in getting all our volunteers trained. And so I did create a 15-minute video where volunteers could log in, watch the video on a training page that had access to their handbook and schedules and maps and curriculum, so people had access to everything. And a lot of people watched that. I didn't track it. I wasn't chasing people down. But when it comes to onboarding volunteers onto your regular volunteer team, you do want a system of accountability where you can know which volunteers have been trained, which ones haven't been trained. So there's several things that you need to do in order to provide good digital training. It could start with a couple different options. You could start with just recording like I'm doing right here on the phone and upload it to YouTube, upload it to Vimeo, and having it live on a web page or just on those places on Vimeo and YouTube, and sending out this video training to all of your volunteers or your volunteers who haven't completed the training, and then send them a form. Send them a registration form, a Google form, a Woohoo form, or a form within your database with several questions. It could be, you could take an approach of where you're quizzing them on some of the things that you talked about, that anyone who would have watched the video could answer these questions, so that way you verified that they've watched it. Or you can just simply send them a form saying that they watched the video, that they understood the video, and just trust them that they're not lying to you. So at the end of the day, we want all our volunteers to have integrity, and we need to also trust our volunteers. So your part of your process may be that you're just going to trust them. I'm tempted to think that a lot of the child abuse prevention digital training that you use through services like Protect My Ministry or Ministry Safe, that's the way they work. It is a hosted video, typically embedded into their website. But then when you finish watching the video, they have a 10 to 20 question quiz. And if you don't get a certain percentage of the answers right, you don't pass and you have to take the quiz again. So those are some different ways that you can do it, ways that you can go. The simple way is just put it on Vimeo, put it on YouTube, and send out a form. Your form can just ask if they watched it, or you can create a quiz and see if they answered it that way. Another solution, if you want to go to the next level, is you can utilize a video training software like Trained Up, which is something that I've used in the past. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know what my long-term solution is going to be, and it might be me trying Trained Up again. and it allows you to host your videos, as many videos as you want. You can also choose from videos that they've created or other ministries have created, and it's a great way to train like basic level training of all your volunteers, or specific level for like specific volunteers, like running check-in or being a volunteer host. And it's provided in such a way where it will track, because in order for people to watch the videos, they have to log in with their name, email, password, and then you can verify what video they watched, how much of it they watched, and then even ask quiz questions as well. So that's definitely worth checking into as well. Trained Up is a great product. I've used it in the past. It's been a few years since I have used it. So there's a lot to unpack here. And I do think, I just don't think that in today's day and time, you're ever going to get everyone into the same room at the same time. Even if you offer 3, 5, 7 opportunities. I think we need to create some digital solutions where people can watch when they're available to watch. I'm saying all this because I haven't completely figured out what I'm going to do, but by the time this challenge is over, I'll have this figured out. So what about you? What have been your digital volunteer training experiences? What have you done? What have you seen success with? What are you thinking about doing right now?